know.
Yeah, when I got.
That's fine.
But I think Dale went in the car.
How are you?
I'm well enough for today, I guess.
That's a ringing endorsement.
Right. Well, talking about shape.
So
I texted him last night and I said, I just now realized I'm supposed to play piano tomorrow. What would you like me to play? And he tells me what the subject is. I'm going, well, okay.
Yeah, what hymns go with that?
I guess I can do anything I want. So
You gotta sit up front, Sue. You have to sit on one of these front pews so the camera picks you up.
I want to say, this is a part for joys and concerns, but I want to. Sylvia texted me just a little bit ago and said they're not going to be joining us this morning because they're going to go to Grinnell, Friends meeting, because that's where Nancy Mills is a member, and her husband just passed away from cancer, and the service was Friday. And so I told her that I would tell people that, and then we would put Nancy in our thoughts and prayers. All that sort of thing.
Well, so you can bring it back up at
I'll do it. Yes, but I want to give the longer version of the explanation.
Yeah.
Now.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Dale.
Hello. Good morning, Chris.
This is Dan Berger, in case you hadn't met him, Chris.
I heard his voice.
Sorry.
I wasn't sure if you two knew each other.
Dan, how old is Carly?
That's why. 31.
Okay, Steve was asking me, and I said, well, early 30s, but I can't remember exactly, so.
Yeah, one of her birthday presents I gave her was a yardstick cut off of 31 inches.
It sounds like something you would do.
Looking for a straight edge last week, and she used the 4-foot plastic level I gave her, and then she dropped it on the floor and broke.
So now she has a 31-inch
yardstick. Almost a yardstick. And some grass seed.
Well, I texted her, wished her happy birthday, and I looked at her Facebook and tried to see if anything was said that would give you a hint, and finally I thought, I know she's in her 30s. So.
No, I have to go back to 89, 90, 92. Do the math and what month it is.
So who's 89?
Okay. Born 89. April 89.
Okay, I should be able to remember. He was born the year before we were, in April before we were married, because we were married in 1990, so if I remember that, I should remember.
Hey, Roger.
Another every 15 months.
Yeah.
Basically after that.
They flew in on Thursday and was over at Rose Holman for their homecoming. He's like 10 years out of since graduation.
Wow.
He still goes to the homecoming, the huge bonfire that the Indians have to build. Full of an old football field.
He was fussing on Facebook about coming home for homecoming and helping you with something, and I said, hey, at least he's asking you to help him rather than you having to come home because he's trying to do it himself. And he was going to the hospital or whatever.
What we did was, when he moved out there was
Hi, Dave.
hole in the driveway that had a security light, and I didn't want it, so told the utility company to take the security light back to the hole. For years it had been the TV antenna, but now it was covered up by trees.
Then everybody went silent.
You got a digital one put on top of the flag. Yesterday's project was a chainsaw.
Now just moves around and focuses on where it hears sound.
I haven't changed something.
Oh, man.
So if that front bench over there made noise, you'd see more of them. You have to speak louder than that.
Hello. Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Dale. John, Betty, Chris, everybody.
All the in free. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I came that way this morning and thought, this is probably faster than the way I usually go. 3 stoplights and
Straight, no.
So which way did you cut?
Center Street down to where it intersects with 267, and through 750 South, because they've got the intersection at 700 South, and
Yeah.
267 closed. I'll probably make a roundabout or something out of it. But it skips 3 stoplights,
I know.
several
Take up
turns, probably faster than that.
And make it quick. But, yeah.
How are things in Florida, Dave?
They're real nice. I think it's about 72 this morning and nice dry. Supposed to be a nice dry day today, and Brother Roger came down Thursday evening and have been cleaned. The trees have been trimmed away from the gutters so that next time he comes, he won't have to do that again. And the new grill is carried in and the old grill is carried out to the street side. Lasted about 15 minutes before somebody picked it up. And been eating real well with somebody who knows how to cook on the property. So that's when you get ready for Joy's this morning, I've already done ours.
Well, good heavens.
The owl turned itself off.
On the owl. It's so cute when the eyes come on.
Can you hear us at
We
all?
can sort of hear you. It's sort of broken up, but the picture's gone.
Yeah, we just have a standard background type picture. You're welcome here, I think.
Oh, okay. It's up. Morning, Steve.
Good morning, everybody.
Try again. I don't know what happened.
There we
Go
go.
back.
There are still some mysteries to life.
And computers.
Oh, we think we know.
Yes.
Starting.
Okay. Well, Dave's here this morning, and Lynn has a prelude for us. we do joys and concerns, 2 announcements. Next Sunday will be monthly meeting Sunday. So I'll be sending out the agenda on Friday. It'll have all the reports. So please read all the reports before we begin monthly meeting. And it'll have the minutes, and so have any suggestions for corrections and that sort of thing ready to go. Also, we'll have Sunday school, not next Sunday, but we will this Sunday at 10:45, and there was a separate link that was set out. We're studying Jael today, one of the bad girls of the Bible, or is she? So those are our announcements. So are there joys or concerns?
We might keep Nancy Miller Gray in our thoughts and prayers, Steve's sister. Her the husband passed away of cancer just a few weeks ago. His memorial service was on Friday, and Sylvia and Dan are going to Grinnell meeting today where Nancy's a member, and we'll hopefully see her, but that's why they're not joining us. But we might keep Nancy in our thoughts and prayers for a while now. She's gonna need us.
Well, my grandson Drake got to play with the high school band Friday night at the football game, and I was so pleased because he's only in the 8th grade.
Well, granddaughter Emma Gaston, a couple of weeks ago, she runs cross country, and she won the county in Morgan County 2 weeks ago, and then yesterday were sectionals, and which included a lot of runners, and she advanced to regionals, and the whole Monrovia team, both boys and girls, advanced to the regionals in the cross country. So we're real happy for her.
Carly turned 31 on Thursday, successfully, I guess. She and her pal Curtis then yesterday drove to Florida to spend a week with his family and extended friends, so she may need some prayers of support for that. Plus she said she's going to have to try to do some homework for her nurse practitioner course while she's there. So sounds like it might be in need of some support.
Our granddaughter Mackenzie Bailey will turn 24 on Tuesday. And Stanley was over 24 yesterday.
You were? How much over 24, Stan?
Whole bunch.
Whole bunch.
That's just I'm so heavy, Sam. I'm so heavy.
Well, I had a whole battery of tests done again this week. I said, I'm feeling about a quart low of this blood that they keep taking, but the results, my endocrinologist is my least favorite doctor of all the ones I have. He's very cryptic, and so far I haven't heard from him at all, but the lab sent the report to me too this time, and actually, and I shared it with my endocrinologist, and my kidney numbers have actually improved, and my anemia has improved. And I can tell the latter just because I actually have more energy than yesterday, Nancy and I went out and picked up sticks and laid them for a bonfire. So that was kind of fun to do, to putz around outside all day. Well, we'll go into some centering silence, and as I said, Dan's a worship leader today, so he'll lead forth as he feels led.
Heavenly Holy Father, this morning we raise a prayer for thanksgiving for your creation and all the beauty within it. We thank you for the accomplishments of the young, the aging of the getting older, the skills of the medical community, and we ask for strength and guidance and support for those facing loss. We ask for strength to face the coming weeks and days as the seasons change, weather changes. In Jesus' name, amen. I like to take note of the seasonal changes. I've known for some time that the average first frost day in central Indiana is about October the 15th, but this week the highs are going to be in the 80s, so I think maybe, some people will say that's global warming, but also this week there was a note that said the last 6 months in Antarctica had been the coldest ever recorded. So maybe they got all of our winter. Maybe the ozone hole let some of the hot out. Shapes. Geometric shapes. What's your favorite? A circle? A square? Triangle? Oval? Trapezoid? A rhombus? An obelisk? A participle or a gerund? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got the 7th grade mixed up in there. Shapes we experience every day are formed in 3 dimensions: height, width, and depth. My favorite is a torus. If you didn't know, that's the shape of the Duncan Standard. That company recently dropped the donut part of their name, as they offered more than just one edible. I think that leaves room to start a donut shop named Tori because it's hard to eat just one. Shapes are comprised of edges or lines going in many directions. In nature, for the most part, shapes have no straight lines. Crystals being an exception that comes to mind, a hint to topographical map reading is that if a straight line shows on the map, it's likely a man-made object. The straight line anomaly also holds true for underwater object detection. Some of our man-made shapes are thought to and said to have good lines. Cars, boats, buildings, ones with pleasing design, balance, or symmetry and composition and perspective. Some things we can identify by shape alone. The octagonal roadside marker means stop, while the pennant-shaped one means no passing zone. There are shapes that are so well known that regardless of their varied renditions to the object is identified. There are numerous cartoonists and caricaturists that drew a multitude of depictions of the former president, but it was always the hair swoosh that made the identification unmistakable. Shape can also be a comparison, a notation of your or my condition. My home environment I consider shipshape, meaning neat, clean, orderly. Well, that's true mostly in the house. Others may dispute that condition in the garage or shop or barn. I have many more curiosities and odd bits than most, but I generally know what I have and where it is, so I think I'm in good shape there. My work desk is neater and less encumbered than those of my associates, so I'm in good shape there. Financially, I don't think I'll have to move in with the kids anytime soon, but don't tell them that. It's useful perpetual leverage. But I'm in good shape there too. My physical condition has never been in great shape. Where a six-pack might have been, there is a gallon jug. As a preteen, my jeans came from the Husky pile at the Klein's department store. The rope climb, the running distance for time, the moving the pegs up the wall climb, swimming, wrestling, dodgeball, tennis, and all those other K through 12 phys ed challenges were daunting. I do have a President's Fitness Award patch, 25 cents at Goodwill. It was easy to compare my condition shape with classmates. Our minimalists' PE uniforms hid little. I know I probably could have been in better physical shape with calisthenics. More push-ups, less donuts. More chin-ups, less cake. More running exertion, less chocolate chips. I have yet to find a reason. These days, that body mass index has nonsensical blather to me. I did go out for track team my sophomore year in high school. Not because I could competitively run, jump, or throw, but because I wanted the Goshen Redskins track sweatshirt, and they needed a student manager. I was a Waterford Warrior in elementary school, a Town Crest Trojan in junior high, and then a Redskin in high school. How we got from indigenous North Americans to ancients from Troy and back is still a mystery of my childhood. The hoodie would be a dubious collectible today, as the woke of Goshen made the Redskins the Red Hawks. These days I have periodic blood analysis to keep track of myeloma, and the oncologist asks about new pains or changes. I have lumps and bumps and creaks and aches and pains, but as my dad said a time or two, I'm in pretty good shape for the shape I'm in. Watching the Olympic competitions the summer just passed was quite a display of human competition at its peak. Athletes were in great physical shape. Many had been training for years and were on display with the world expecting them to edge the record heights higher, the distances longer, the elapsed times trimmed. I believe, even more importantly, that we saw finally the strain such a training regimen and lifestyle put on super athletes' hearts and minds. Their bodies were, but some souls were not, in good shape. And by courage and grace, the crushing pressure was pulled into the light. How do I know the shape my soul is in? It isn't something easily compared. I don't know what a soul mass index might measure. When I envision my soul, it has a geometric shape. It's a kind of a spheroid. It's flexible and it spins. It lights up. I give it these attributes because I don't want it to have the limit of edges. I want its colors to show positivity on the light prism rainbow. The more positive, the closer to red and the further from violet. I want it to spin faster when I'm energized, when I'm happy. I want its geometric shape to show me what condition, shape it's in. When my soul gets flabby, what calisthenics are there? More benevolence, less greed, more compassion, less judgment, more kindness, less cynicism, more quiet, less digital noise. We must carefully attend to the condition of our souls. From Matthew, Jesus says, "For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?"
We will now transition to our unprogrammed worship time. It was good to see all of you who joined us on Zoom, and of course you're welcome to stay for unprogrammed, but I know some have to leave. So blessings on those who are going to leave, and we'll continue our worship here. there any closing thoughts before we end meeting for worship?
Appreciate your thoughts, Dan. I'm gonna be asking myself, you know, what shape is my soul in for a while. That was a good phrase, a good question.
See what condition my condition is in.
There you go.
Okay, well, we'll take a little break and then come back for Sunday school.
Does anybody want, I've got a copy of the book. Does anybody want me to close